We dug up Jake's body and found a sheep instead. So I think now we have to sneak into the mortician's place. But first, I want to talk to Jaehan and see if we can ask him to leave the party. How do we do that? Okay. Well, so much for that theory. I did some Googling to see if we could, actually, remove people from the party, and apparently the way you do that is talk to them, and then they leave, but I don't see how to talk to this guy. I don't see any talking options anywhere. Oh, here we go.
I assume you address me for a reason, so go on. Speak.
Jaehan, I need you to leave the party for the present.
Do you now? Yours is this mistake to make, Hunter, and yours is the opportunity to set it right. Until then, I shall be in the King Crab.
Alright then, goodbye. Oh well, that was dramatic. And now, I think we can go to the King Crab and recruit the Swordswoman. I also would like to train Beardottir to be, I would like her to train in sneaking and lockpicking at her next available opportunity. Oh, actually, no, Topaz. Topaz has pickpocketing skills, so maybe she should become the lockpicker and sneaker. I did not realize that was a thing. Where's my party? I did click over here, didn't I? What's taking you all so long?
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be, you old...
I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Aureus my regards next time you see him.
Well, I would like to ask you to join our party without a lot of dialogue, if that's all right.
Hunter's greetings. So, have you changed your mind about venturing forth, shield to shield, against the sauce menace?
Yes, I did. How did you manage to escape the orc attack on your village, though, before you joined our party?
By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night.
I think I may have heard this before.
I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Cyseal hinterlands.
So your proposition is that you help us here in Cyseal and we help you take back your home village thereafter?
Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now, and the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
Sauce hunters? A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair land.
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair land.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Medora.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius, shaking in his wee boots.
Yes. Medora joins the party. In the lead.
Watch out!
Alistair. Now, surely you've met your...
Oh, the fierce stench of frightened source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
So she's carrying Medora's two-handed sword and some braces and stuff. Do we have any loot we can give her by any chance? How do we change characters?
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
How do we... Okay. Weird. Does anybody have any armor we can give her? Oh, we have some unidentified boots.
Heavenly herring! Delicious dogfish!
Well, we don't really have a whole lot here. Oh, wait. Am I not... Why aren't I wielding this burning short sword of the Doctor? Oh my god. I bought something else too, didn't I? For... Okay, yeah, I equipped the old wooden air wand, which is way better than my starting weapon, but for some reason I never equipped this, short sword. Lucky we haven't had any combat in a million years as we run around this town, doing town business. To the mortuary, to sneak inside. How do we sneak inside this place? I guess we have to wait for the fellow to leave. Oh, well, he's not here now. Let's go in now. What's this book? Robert's Ledger. Let's read it. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Well, that's an excellent question. We've discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Whoever the culprit is, he or she had better start shaking in their boots. I don't remember this at all. Captain Aureus. Who is Theleron? Theleron's apprentice Evelyn. Anything interesting on these corpses? Nope, just some teeth. We'll check every place here. Alright, let's go now. We weren't in there. Nothing to see. Can we go upstairs? Oh, hello, Mr. Mortician. Let's confront him. And quick save before we confront him.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
About Jake's body...
How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Why do you suspect Mayor Cecil?
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
And why do you suspect Captain Aureus?
Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
And what about Evelyn? Why do you suspect her? And who is she, anyway?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Well, all that information sure makes me suspect her. But just to do our due diligence, why do you suspect Esmeralda?
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
About that bag of gold you received for keeping quiet about Jake's body?
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Surely Bertia, whose sheep you stole, deserves this money more than anyone. Hand over the gold so it can make its way to the rightful owner. Oh, it's a battle. Oh, Robert's won this argument. Wow, he nailed that argument.
That old bag's as fat as a heifer. She won't miss that sheep for a moment, and she sure as hell won't starve over it.
Yeah, well, I don't think he likes us anymore. Not that he ever did. Attitude minus 40. Oh well. How do we improve his attitude?
What's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Can we buy some stuff from him? Will that make him happier? I'm gonna buy this book from him. For 1 gold. Here's a 1 gold tip for you, sir. Did that improve his attitude? Nope. Alright, we're out of here. Who's this Evelyn? Doctor. You know, that actually kind of rings a bell, actually. Where? Oh, I haven't been down here. Let's go through the middle of town over to this building. Maybe over to this doorway here.
undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
I'm assuming all these people here are just vendors, and I don't need to, like, talk to any of them. Wait, who's Kelvania? She's standing out here by herself.
Cheese? No excuses.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Well, I suppose so.
Brew and spice 'em.
What is this place? I can't see inside. Oh, no, don't steal stuff. Oh, it's Theleron's House of Healing. Are you Mr. Theleron?
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold. Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh?
Wait, are you saying there was somebody else before me? Explain your backstory to me, Theleron.
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Cyseal of late.
So your apprentice has enjoyed some success, huh?
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master.
Oh, really?
She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
A revolutionary healing method? Can you elaborate?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it.
A stone, you say?
But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself.
Let's talk about your apprentice some more.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Let's talk about Cyseal.
Certainly. What would you like to know?
Do you know anything about Jake's murder?
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
And what can you tell me about the plague of undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Well, thanks for your time.
A mysterious healing stone? Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Medora has something to say about this.
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. I've seen one like it before, and by the Patriarch's pockets. It's a relic of source. One look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through.
A bloodstone, you say? Tell us more.
She realizes by soon enough that a little party trick.
Indeed, I've heard of such a relic, but have yet to learn of any details.
I've come across such a stone before. It may be capable of healing, as the good doctor describes, but its origins are as dark as midnight. Bloodstone is so named for a reason, you see. What starts as a pretty gem is corrupted by sick sorcerers who infuse it with the blood of the slain. If that stone is what I suspect, I wouldn't trust Cyseal's so-called healers any more than I'd trust a pyromancer on a wooden boat.
Well, that's not very trustworthy at all.
Mind. Can't have gotten far.
Well, perhaps we'll go talk to Evelyn, who is level 6, I see, while we're level 2.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
What's going on here? Miss Evelyn?
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Sevens you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Well, before we go, can you tell us about yourself?
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Well, tell me more about the patients, and how loud they're moaning.
What would you like to know?
Tell me more about Boris, the one on the far end there.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
And what about Stephen here?
Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less.
Tragic.
Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
Well, this feels like a very easy decision.
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Well, quite obviously, Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
Boris is nearly our own age. Imagine being cut down now in the prime of your life.
I'm old Scar. I'm much older than Boris. I definitely think... I forgot who's arguing for who.
If you'd like to kill Stephen, perhaps I'll let his family have at you when you deliver the news. I'll even loan his wife my favorite studded club.
It's rock, paper, scissors. I haven't won a game of these yet. Scissors. I won that round. I'm at a disadvantage, though. Paper covers rock. Scissors is crushed by rock. Paper is cut by scissors. I'm almost done for. Rock beat scissors. Let's go with scissors.
Corpse's troubled mind
is beaten by rock.
far.
Old Scar won this argument. Take the younger one. The old one will live.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Stephen, it is. Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Log updated.
This is highly
thank you.
What is this? This lightning.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Well, I've unlocked a new room at my homestead. That was a lot of...
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
The healer's apprentice, Evelyn, asked us to help her decide which of the two dying men should receive a healing stone. We chose to save Stephen, an older man with a loving family.
Both of us.
Oh, is he dead?
Believe me, I didn't want to spend my final moments with the devil who snatched my life away from me.
Well, that's rather harsh.
And I curse your every footstep.
Oh, cold.
Oh, my savior. I owe you everything, you know, everything.
Tell me, what will your family say when they hear you're healed?
Well, I think my wife will just about faint. My son, a grown man, mind, will spring into my arms like he were a little boy, and my grandkids will ask what present I bought him. Oh, to see their smiling faces again. I'm giddy as a school kid.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your life.
Soothing a
Goodbye, then, my hero.
Now, where did that apprentice go?
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
Yes, about that healing stone.
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Well, I'll be going now. Perhaps we should talk to Ahu about that. And Ahu is...
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell.
Goodbye. Ahu is way over here somewhere. Ah, over here. And now we wait.
You think that's funny, Private?
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
I just noticed we had a new, the rift travel button was blinking. Perhaps it said something about a new room being available. Hey, where is Ahu? Oh, he's a cat now.
How can I help you, my friend?
Let's talk source hunter business.
By all means.
Oh, never mind. You are not saying anything about it. Let's go to the end of time.
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know.
All right, I'll bite. How can you tell we found another stone?
Ha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane, when the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, This place, the void, the stones, soon will have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery.
Well, what have you discovered through the new portal?
You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well,
The what? What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
You want me to go through it? Without knowing what's there? What if it's dangerous? You want me to just step through?
Aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
Zigzags welcomed us back to the end of time after we found another starstone. His suspicions were correct. Starstone grows the end of time, and another portal has become active. Now to find out what lies beyond. Alright, let's quick save, and then see what's here. Does anybody know where we are? It appears to be some sort of temple of some variety? Temple in the stars?
What an impressive room.
So it is, a hall fit for kings.
Deo kraime, foredua, leos ral edu, krahime.
Excuse me? Hello? Astarte?
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this.
Well, it's not that bad.
The Guardians. He won't believe me, the fiend. But they have come, as I prayed they would.
You've unlocked the Hall of Heroes. If you dismiss your companions, they will come here to rest. Oh, hello. It's Jaehan.
Daemon Daemonium. I'll find you yet. Good. No use in standing about.
All right. Lovely. Oh, who's this down here? John Smithen.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire.
Well, let's see who you've got for hire.
Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your old ones first. Never does well to sour one batch in sight of the other.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind then. I don't need any of you anyway. Oh, there's an ancient letter up here. Esteemed generals, all of Rivellon thanks you. All of Rivellon is in your debt. Gods and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even they had thought all was lost, that the world was to meet its end, but you turned the tide. Many have fallen, so very, very many, and I know you have suffered a great personal loss as well. No generals that I sympathize deeply. So let us meet in the Hall of Heroes, both to celebrate and to remember, to honor the living and to honor the dead. Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of Ferrell. Well, alright. It's the Hall of Heroes then, I see. It's a bench that we can sit upon. How exciting. Is there another chest in this area? Bedrolls that we can sleep upon? Can't quite see. Oh, is this another chest? Oh, it's just a regular chest. Nothing magical about it. Books? Books and such. Empty. But there is an ancient diary. My friend and ally, the war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable. A fact, a certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts, but if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Truth be told, I relish in their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and the last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. It goes without saying I prefer to see you by my side. We shall meet again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I bid you adieu. New log entry. A general's tale. We found a letter belonging to a general who fought in a great war. This officer is of the opinion that though the war is virtually won, he simply can't get enough of bloody carnage. The letter seems to be addressed to a fellow officer with whom he shall meet at a funeral. Interesting. What does it mean? I don't know, but I have a million quests open at the moment. I don't remember if I've ever seen this place before. I have played this game before, but I haven't played a lot of this game before. I've played just some.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest, but the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
I wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The greater...
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Perhaps. Sorry to interrupt your void talk, but I heard that line before. Let's discuss the rooms I've discovered here in the shelter plane.
Most certainly.
What can you tell me about what seems to be a great banqueting room?
Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals and immortals dined side by side. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the void.
Do you know any more about the lady we have met beyond the portal?
Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about her, and about you.
Interesting.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot!
Oh... Never mind, I don't need to know anything. Goodbye. Let's talk to the Weaver of Time.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
I would like to ask you about the rooms I've discovered here.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
Sorry, I thought you were done. You talk so slowly, I thought you were done there, but you had another bit there at the end. Can you tell me more about this strange woman in one of the rooms?
She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness.
Well, that's very cryptic, isn't it? What can you tell me about the Great Hall I discovered?
The threads tell me that once... Oh, how many eons lie hidden in so small a word. Once, you strode across that hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads, more threads we need.
Well, alright, tell me more about yourself.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions?
I feel like I might have heard this before, but there's been so very much dialogue, I've sort of forgotten what I've listened to and what I haven't.
The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault.
You see, it's very beautiful dialogue and flowery and fun to listen to, but it just kind of rolls out of my head as soon as it's said, because it doesn't really mean anything, does it?
Except, it seems, you.
Oh, yes, I have heard this. Alright, I'll take my leave now. Well, I guess we go back to...
Time, the weaver of history. I am your biggest fan, dear lady.
Yes, he wants an autograph. How many autographs does he get? Oh, Medora, what do you think about the end of time?
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
If what Zigzag says is true and we really are affecting the tapestry of time, I certainly want to know more. I doubt Zigzag could solve more than the mystery of where the sun sleeps. At least he'll keep himself busy running in circles until the so-called end of time.
I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Let the magical history imps fly their floating islands into the end of time for all we care. Then again, if what he says is true, and he really does know everything, he might be a mighty powerful ally to have. Imagine! Sorry, Zaxix, I haven't fixed your space carpet, but if you could tell me where the bearded source dragon of Fire Lake has made its nest, I'd be obliged. Useful indeed.
I sense sarcasm from you, Medora. You don't happen to talk to animals, do you, Medora? Beardottir doesn't speak to animals either. Why don't these people speak to animals?
Legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Where's the pet skill? Oh, talents. That's what we need. We need to get a talent. Ah, well, okay. Wow, a lot of time has passed, and again, have we solved any mysteries yet? Should I ask Esmeralda what she thinks of the other stuff? I don't know if I have the camera rotated the right way. Let's see, let's go... I'm not really sure what to do in this game. I do remember this a lot. I do remember finding myself not knowing what to do a lot. Just kind of wandering around.
A good day to you.
Hoping to stumble upon something interesting. Alright, this is the mayor. Perhaps the mayor will tell us something.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
Well, someone wants Victoria dead. Did you know that?
Someone wants to see Victoria dead? That cherub of the book? That seraph of the library? Outrageous! Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As Mayor of Cyseal, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be.
Alright, well, I've joined the Fabulous Five. In other news, I've joined the Fabulous Five. Let's discuss that assignment they gave me.
Oh yes, the Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? I'm sure they'll get the job done in no time, especially with your expert hand lent to their cause. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. He's the mad scientist who crafted it after all.
Yes. So about your pet Maxine.
Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about the place. I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. I've always been more fond of cats myself.
I was talking about the cat. Alright, well, I suppose... you know, you've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder case.
Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Okay.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbling. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself. I don't think I care to either.
Huh. Well, let's talk to Captain Aureus then. Let's go all the way back over here. We are here. Let's talk to Captain Aureus. You've been accused of murder. Hold still.
Oh, what now?
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
What about it?
About the corpse.
It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Cyseal. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
I heard you were seen at the mortician's.
You dare dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
Oh, I don't think he liked that very much.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Also, you can tell that they just blindly normalize these audio files without actually taking into account the relative volume. Let's talk about the murder again.
Yes.
And the corpse.
Stolen?
Yes, it was stolen.
Yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you found any suspect?
Well, a certain Evelyn has been mentioned.
Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me.
Well, perhaps Mayor Cecil is involved.
You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed.
Let's change the subject. Well, I guess I'll leave then. Goodbye. I don't rightly know what to do. So I will take another break while I think about this problem.